maybe one more time. This is the third time I'm recording this because I messed up some of the chord names. Okay, so some people wanted to know how to play Hollywood Baby. So number one, this is how I basically just kind of came up with something. I don't think this is how they actually play it in the song, but it kind of works for acoustic. I was basically just trying to do it the easiest thing I could possibly play where it sounded good. So first of all, I have my capo on the 5th fret, but I do have my guitar tuned a little low. So most people, I think if they're tuned standard normal, then probably 4th fret. So I'll just go over the chords that are going to be in this, or the sections of the song. So you have your riff, then you have your verse, you have your pre-chorus, you have your chorus, and then you have your bridge, which is basically just the same as your verse, but with a different vocal melody. And I'm going to be talking about all of the chords basically in terms of the general chord shapes. So like I don't know the actual name of what chord it is because I have moved the capo down, but it's basically standard chord shapes. So if you were like doing like a G up here or whatever, I'm just going to call it a G shape or whatever. So hopefully that kind of makes sense. And I'm also being a little liberal with me calling it a specific chord shape because I have you modify them a little bit based on what you think sounds good. So I think a G is just usually like, but sometimes I like to do that, and the same with like a C instead of, I like to do this. And so that's what I'm doing in here. But you could do it with the actual standard shapes too, and it'd probably sound right. But I just have modified them a little bit because that's kind of how my brain is right now. So anyway, we're going to do the riff first. And so the riff consists of a G shape. So I do a strum down and up, and then on the 4th string, you'd move from the 2nd fret to the 4th, then back to the 2nd, then off. And so I use that a bunch in this, just because that's... this was like the easiest way to play the riff. So you go, and then you move to a C, and so it's a C, then D, yeah. So G, C, D, and the riff, I gotta pay a little bit of attention to it, so I didn't do it quite right there, but. I did the G, C, D cycle 3 times, and then on the 4th one I changed it up. Instead of doing G, I did E. And I don't know if they do that every time, but I think it sounds good, so that's how I've been doing it. So I do G, C, D, G, C, D, G, C, D, E, C, G, C, D, and then G. And then that goes directly into your verse after you've done the riff. And the riff basically has the same chord progression as the riff, but instead of doing the riff, you just pluck. And so at some point in the verse, I think I transitioned into strumming. That's just because it felt good with the momentum of it. I think it sounds good. It's just satisfying to keep the momentum like that. But however you want to do it, really, I guess. So, what you crying about, baby? Are you getting lazy? Clear blue skies, but it rains all the late fees. Did you get the payment? We had an arrangement. We don't ever watch the news. We just read entertainment. Still you want to party? I did that. Plus, I think I was maybe getting a little tired of plugging during it, but it also sounds good. So after that, then you have your pre-chorus. So again, your chord progression is the same for all of your verse. And so it goes here. I'll do it until it goes to the pre-chorus. to that after it instead. Go put your foot on the gas, better off if you just get up. So I was trying to do the same little slidey thing that I did earlier in the riff, but I just moved it over into the pre-chorus. So the pre-chorus goes. So again, E, T, C, D, and then it goes into the verse, which is just going to be C to start. And so the chorus is going to go. I'm going crazy. So it's going to be C, D, G, E. So it's going to be that. So you do that a couple times, and then at the very end of the chorus, it changes up. So it's going to be A, actually, which is the first time that chord is used in the song. And then followed by your power chord, starting on your second with your index finger on the second fret of your second string. So A, then power chord, then C, then D, and then back to your riff. I hope I said those chord names correctly. I kept getting E and A confused in the other recordings, but I hope I was doing it right here. So that's E. E is with your second, and it's not quite E because I think E is actually that, but I don't have my fourth. I don't have anything on the fourth string, so usually that's E, but I just leave it off for this one. So that's E. E is second index finger, second string, second fret, and then middle finger, third string, second fret. And then A is the same thing moved over one string. So instead of on the second, third, then you're on the third and fourth. So I hope I got that right. That's A, E, and I'm probably missing something else it's called. But that's basically the whole song. So we'll just review it or whatever. So chorus, riff. So you got G, C, E, G, C, E, C, D, G, C, D, then E, C, D, and then same thing for the verses. And then you get to your pre-chorus, and then it's E, D, C, E, and then this is your chorus, so that's C, D, G, E, and then at the end of it you got A, your power chord on the second fret, starting second string, C, D. That's about all of it, really. Hopefully this kind of helped a little bit. Hopefully I got the chords right this time, and hopefully if anyone wants to play it now, maybe you'll be able to, or maybe you got some insight, I guess.